Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today we are once again with the Face Red Droopy Eyes meme, and we're playing against It's Just a Burning Memory. So they have here what looks like almost a Shep stress, honestly. Instead of Men-at-Arms, they have Highwayman, which is quite interesting, but today we're playing the Kalashnikov co-op, though I've added my own twist on it. And what is that twist, Shep? What have you done to make this team better? Well, I wouldn't say exactly better, but I'd say it's gonna have a little bit of a better matchup against Flagellants, which, if you go into the ladder and you go against a good Flagellant stress team and they have gone to the Fab Solution, you're kind of just screwed because you don't really have any way of dealing with it too well. But today we actually decided to bring a different setup on the Men-at-Arms. So since the Men-at-Arms in Kalashnikov comp really doesn't like carding, he just likes belling, I still have the Insignia of Rank for those bellows, but instead of having the Carnival Mask, I now have the Shield Spike under Retribution, so if it does come down to a 2v1 against the Flagellant, or eventually a 1v1, we can still do something about it. Now, that is very unfortunate, but I guess that's Crown of Thorns value right there, hitting my backline and hitting them pretty hard as well. That is quite terrifying, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the Hound'S now. I could drop a command buff here. I probably should have dropped a command buff because this is gonna miss like crazy, but I felt like just dropping the Hound's before the repulse came through, or else my doggy would just take way too much damage and he would drop the Death Star literally by the start of next round. So that wouldn't be too nice with it. Yeah, because Duelist Advance onto the doggy plus repulse is probably going to drop him here, and we obviously don't want that. They do not care for accuracy buffs, they are just going ham with that Hound's Rush, and it is working out for them. It is sadly working out, but we're gonna drop the bell now. Thankfully it does hit, and it does apply the debuffs. The stress is definitely less than what I'd want. With the Carnival Mask, it really does way more stress. It does an extra 2 on everyone, so that's an extra 8 stress. If you count that up, if you bellow 4 times, that's essentially the same as using like Wretch's Cloak on your Abomination. So it does give you lots and lots of value. I could drop a Stygian Embrace here, but not yet. I'm gonna drop the Abyssal Artillery first. And the miss. I guess he does have a lot of dodge, right? Yeah, okay, my hit chance wasn't so good. So it doesn't make sense that I do miss there. At least the Abomination is still taking quite the beating. So I'm not gonna complain too much. Oh, they actually do that. Huh. Well, in that case, my Abom doesn't really have a lot of things he wants to do right now. He wants to detransform and stun someone. I'll go for the Highwayman after he potentially goes for the point-blank shot, because I don't want to go for a stun while he has 2 rounds of repulse left. That wouldn't be too smart, I don't think. That would not be too smart. Also, if you haven't noticed, this is a different background. This one doesn't have just the faces littering it. It's just the big face now with the Face Red Droopy Eyes. The banner is a little bit messed up because instead of doing the banner again, I kind of just copy-pasted it. Copy-pasted like the thing. Pasted it on top of all the other faces. You can see I wasn't totally clean with it. There's still a little bit of red over there. And then I just put the big emoji on there. It doesn't look as good because when the emoji is this big, it gets like a little bit blurry, but it's fine, it's fine. What isn't fine is the amount of DOT we're eating right now, but I'm gonna live through it. I'm gonna drop another Abyssal Artillery. This time we do hit the Houndmaster, so that is very helpful. And let's see what my opponent wants to do here. That's already so much stress being dealt. Would be really nice if I could Hound's here, just no problemo. But yeah, with the repulse right there, I'm gonna have to be very careful with what I want to do right now. Very, very careful. Every time I look up at the audience, I just look at all the Face Red Droopy Eyes. It's hilarious. It's actually hilarious. Well, since the Abomination is in position 3 now, I think that's actually a good target for the Manacles. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You know, you always want to be wary of the stun chances, of course, but oh, if you do get a crit on it, that's gonna help. Yeah, with the crit, it's only a 5% chance that he resists, so that is a very, very helpful crit for me. This Abomination is getting bullied right now. Yeah, he's getting absolutely bullied. He hasn't been able to transform once. He's already dropped 1 Absolution, but he's still eating so much stress. Yeah, it's been really quite nice. What sucks is my backline though. My backline is dying. They're dying a horrible death. Look at this, 2 bellow debuffs, and the 10% base protection from the class with the beast, and this Abomination is just unreasonably tanky. I could go for the Hound's right now, but that is very suicidal, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pray for a crit heal or something. and just take it from there. So yeah, in terms of trinkets, it's essentially all the same. Just bring Fleshbound Grimoire, Monkey Spawn the Occultist, give yourself a little bit of dodge, that could be a game changer. You bring the Stygian Embrace because there's no point using Greater Construction, that's just stalling, and the Kalashnikov team does not stall, it is aggressive. So Stygian Embrace is kind of like the aggressive heal, if you wanna look at it that way. You just bring all the aggressive stuff that you'd always want. Attack Whistle, Crimson Hook, maximum amount of stress output, and yeah, Men at Arms I've already explained, and the Abomination here with the Regis Cloak, and I like the Class of the Beast, makes him a little bit tankier. I like the Class of the Beast, honestly. I think it's a pretty nice trinket to have. Now, if they click the Abomination here, they're gonna save so much stress. I really hope they don't do it. I would be very, very sad. Please don't click the A-bomb. Yay, they didn't click him, thank goodness. Yeah, they would have wasted 22 stress. I would hate to see that happen. I would absolutely hate to see it. Okay, they can go for a Reign of Sorrows now and potentially get a kill. But there's really not too much I can do about it, apart from just dropping another Abyss Artillery and hoping things turn out okay for me. But they should turn out okay for me. Their backline is getting absolutely demolished here. I'm not sure who's gonna win this though. Just a Burning Memory definitely has still a lot of tankiness on that Flagellant. And my backline is really dying here. They do go Abusive though, so that's very helpful for me. Abusive and Selfish. Those are pretty nice afflictions. I like Abusive on the Houndmaster because now one of his dodge trinkets is essentially gone, so that's pretty good. But he is going to do damage with the Hound's Aries now. Oh, he doesn't even have Hound's Aries, never mind. They go for the Reign of Sorrows, they do not get the immediate kill, so you already know what I'm going to do. Start of next round with the Occultist, I'm going to go for my final Abyss Artillery. And for now, while the Riposte is still there, I'm just going to drop another heal, basically just stalling until the Hound series is a little bit more doable. And next time I click, I won't even be at this source, so that's going to be quite helpful here. I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I want to go for my final Occultist action, or do I want to go for the Hound series before the Riposte comes down? Yeah, that's going to be the decision I'll have to make. Oh no, they go Wicked Slice instead of PBS. I don't know why, that is a very weird decision. But I guess it is a decision that they took. I could go for a Rage here, that's genuinely not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do it. 16 to 29, I do 17. 16 to 29. So much damage, oh god, imagine if that was a crit. Imagine if that was a crit. Look at that, 40 horror on the A-bomb. I could pull. I could genuinely pull here to make the Flagellant's life a little bit more difficult, but I think Abyss Artillery is better overall. Just for that, Houndmaster as well, he's dead. 48 horror on the A-bomb. 48 horror over 4 rounds, by the way. This Abomination got pushed to the back, dropped the heal, got stunned, and is now dead. Yeah, he has been unable to do anything at all, this poor little A-bomb. They go for the death, but they still don't get it, that's wild. I am gonna drop the death story here. How much do I mind? I mind a reasonable amount. I don't really want to be at this store right now. So instead I'm just gonna go ahead and... that's an idea. Instead of going for a stun, I could go for normal hit, but no, let's go for a stun on the Highman here. I think this is overall a bit better. Yeah, let's go for it. 9 damage, almost enough. Freaking damage buffs on there that I got. Imagine if I had gotten a crit last round. Oh, that would have been lovely. Okay, are they gonna click or are they gonna go for their quote-unquote final action with the A-bomb? He's not gonna get a final action. He's gonna rocket himself all the way up to the 200 mark. 44 stress, by the way. God damn. God damn. They're gonna go for the Hound's Rush. I'm probably dead now. Yeah, there he goes. That's fine though. The Occultist did what he was supposed to do. He did pretty well here. I'm gonna go for the Hound series now, mostly because I don't want to waste stress on Highman. So let's go ahead and do it. And yes, I do get it. That's quite good. It means I do enough stress to take him out like this. Make him go Afflicted, and then he's gonna take the Horror on top and a Bellow on top. If I want to, I might drop a guard on... What do you mean guard? You don't have a guard, Shep, you dummy. Yeah, I do not have a guard anymore. It's usually you don't really use the guard, because like if you go against WD or something, if you go against Halo comp, like they have so many ways to break the guard already, that with an aggressive trinket setup, like it's not even worth it. They're just gonna stun you. It's not even worth bringing the guard like 99% of the time. So I'm just gonna Bellow here. I somehow missed that doggy still. God damn, I was hoping Abusive would be a little better. I don't know what it's being right now, but yeah, this Highman, he's taking so much stress. He's going down. Yeah, he's going down very, very soon. He wasn't even afflicted. He's already at 161 stress. Damn, and here comes the Hound series. I think I got a crit on the wrong character. Look, he's dead. No, I did get a crit on him. I got a double crit right there. That's wild. And Harman is dead already. Remember when he was at 86 stress, like 1 round ago? Yeah, he's not anymore. He's not. And you're dead. You're dead. Extra stress? Extra stress on the flagellant. That's quite good. They go for the Hound's Rush. They lose. They lose. I think a little bit of a misplay there. If they had the flagellant called with Absolution, they could have been close to winning this, but once again, because of the Retribution Man-at-Arms, I was actually able to win that at the end of the match, because I would have a way of dealing with the flagellant. He doesn't have infinite healing. He might have infinite stress healing, but not infinite healing, and the Retribution hurts pretty bad, so you can still win matches if you play with this. So let's go on for a match number 2. Okay, and here we are on the match number 2, and this is against the Novice player. They're like Novice 2 or something, and they have a Leper Flagellant setup, so if they even try moving forward with the Leper, yeah, it's not gonna work out for them. So I'm just gonna skip on to the end of the match. And yeah, the match didn't last very long. They still managed to kill my Abomination because I wasn't being particularly careful, but they actually went for a round 1 finale, by the way, After a little bit of disruption happened, I went for a slam under Flagellant. They dropped the finale on my Abomination for 6 damage. That was hilarious, but yeah, of course, it didn't really work out well. The match was over before it even began, so let's go for match number 3. Okay, and now we're playing against Arzete, which is an apprentice with a Mark team, I think? Yeah, it looks very much like a Mark team. A Sanity's Bane Mark team, though since there's a higher man, it might lead to a relatively interesting match. We'll have to see how that works out. I think that first things first, I might want to maybe slam the Bounty Hunter. It's really no good targets for me to slam here, honestly. I might want to rake instead. Let's just do a rake, get the first 9/11's reference of the video. Let's just do a little bit of damage. With the Hound's area, that is going to stack up a bit. Really slamming here wouldn't make too much of a difference. If I slam the Bounty Hunter, he's still in position 3, he doesn't care. And I wouldn't really deny the doggy his heals, because there would just be duelist advance and it would go on. Now, one thing that I could do here is go for a pull on the Arbalist. That would definitely help me out a bit. I could... I could also Stitch and Embrace. Oh, I want to do it. Oh, that's not how this team plays. I want to do it. Nah. Let's... oh, let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's Stitch and Embrace here. They don't even have Flare. I'm gonna Stitch and Embrace into a command buff. Yeah, this isn't what you'd usually do. Usually you'd either go for a pull, or you'd go for Bellow, and if they shoot you, you just heal with Lick Wounds, or then you use the Stitch and Embrace. But I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna prevent the mark, and I'm just gonna take it from there. I'm not gonna Sniper Smite my Occultist. Well, it's pistol shot, so I don't really care all that much. I'm still gonna drop a command buff. I want to hit my Hound's Ares here. They are very high value Hound's Ares, so I most definitely want to hit them right now. I don't imagine pistol shot getting a one-shot here. Maybe if it crits it gets a one-shot, but I mean, what's most likely to happen when you use pistol shot? It misses, right? He's gonna go for it, and yeah, there it is. There's the miss. Like, it's just so garbage. Let's drop the Hound's Area now. How much stress? Oh god, that's good. 33 stress. Jesus. Holy Mary Mother of Joseph, that is wild. Okay, they're gonna go for... They missed the pole! You see, that's how you ring monkeys fall. That's how you ring monkeys fall. People think, the dodge won't really do too much. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Let's go for the best artillery now. The command buff is paying off. The command buff is very much paying off. That's 2 crits already. Sure, I'm using my action here while I'm still marked, so I might go down here to a sniper shot come hither, or sniper shot and then the pistol shot with the finisher, but it's okay. I might take some damage, but my opponent's gonna take hell of a lot more, so I don't really mind. This is the situation where the guard would be good, but it would only be good because my opponent's team isn't well optimized. If it was a well optimized team, it wouldn't care too much for the guard. It would just stun it away. It would use a guard break, it would use stabilizing tiller, it would use, I don't know, even caltrips. It would do one of a million things to deal with your guard, so if you think that, oh Shep, you should be using the guard that would win you this match on the spot, yeah, well, you shouldn't lose a match like this. It's against an apprentice and you're a Darkest player, and if you're not trolling or, you know, just goofing around, you should not lose the match anyway. So if you do, you are doing something quite wrong. Now, one thing I am gonna do right now, though, come on. Okay, how many crits? No crits, 21 stress, 22, 22, 21. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I do very much like the stress output I'm seeing right now. After this, I'm gonna drop a bellow, and they're pretty much all gonna be afflicted, by the way. Yeah, sure, my occultist is probably dead now to a come hither, or, you know, whatever happens by the start of the next round. But I will probably still get one final action off, though, with which is probably gonna be a demon pull, because you're gonna go come hither. But no, there's just a 25 death blow. The Novice RNG actually coming through here with that 25. I don't really mind all that much. We should still be fine here. I'm gonna do this, and after that I am probably gonna drop yet another bellow just to apply more debuffs. I think that would be a smart move here. Apply more debuffs, get another 2 afflictions going, and yeah, that's the first affliction by round 2. They're all down like insane amounts of HP already. And let's drop another bellow here. Another 2 afflictions start at round 3. And yeah, look at this. This is just Kalashnikov comp. It's just Kalashnikov comp in a nutshell. Look at the amount of stress we've dealt and the amount of damage we've dealt. Like, the collateral damage is just wild. It's really quite good. How did a higher man even take this much damage? Was it because of the Abyssal Artillery? I got a crit on him, didn't I? Yeah, that was probably what happened. I feel like he's dead already. To a Harry and a Transform, he's probably dead. And these 2 are also gonna eat another rake, and this one's gonna hurt way more. Yeah, and with the command buff as well, oh boy. You just wait. Well, they're gonna go target whistle, say goodbye to my prot, but honestly, with Irrational and 2 bellow debuffs, I mean, they do have a damage buff, but I'm not too preoccupied here. Let's drop the HOUND'S, even more stress. The Arbalistas are funny to Kelly act out. I don't know what that means. It probably has some sort of hidden meaning when she goes, Tickle-lily, Tickle-lily. I don't know what that is, but it's funny when she says it. And yeah, the Sireman, he's gonna take brutal amounts of stress. You're also taking brutal amounts of stress. Please don't one-shot me. Oh, you're gonna go for the heal. That's not gonna work. That is really not gonna work. Like, interesting idea, trying to go for a heal here, but it's a bad one. It's a bad one because the collateral damage is gonna come in and kind of just wreck you. You could go for a rage here. That would bring him down to 0, but I'd rather bring like 2 characters down to 0. Oh, 13 and 16. Oh, the damage. And yeah, now he's down to 0, he's down to 0. Sure, the Highman isn't, but after this, the HOUND'S is going to come with a potential double death blow. And you know what characters being at Death Star means? Even if you don't get the kill on them, you get more damage. Pistol shot, doing the pistol shot thing again, because it's just such a funny ability. It sucks so much. It's hilarious. There is no justice for the pistol shot. There really isn't. Oh, the come hither act out. The actual correct act out here. Well, the HOUND'S is still coming. It's gonna rock your world here, I imagine. Come on, HOUND'S, don't let me down. Don't let me down. And there is one dodge, but there is one crit. Yeah, that was pretty decent. Kind of sucks that there was a dodge on the doggy. He would be dead, most likely, with all the stress output I've dealt on him. Yeah, it is sad. It is a sad day. But he's gonna go for the HOUND'S rush now. Another dodge. Oh, my dodgy backline. The 15 and the 30 dodge has come in so clutch already. Let's do the battle now. The Higher Man's dead unless you heal him. Yeah, you already healed him, but you know, it didn't really accomplish too much, did it? Now the Arbalist isn't having a heart attack quite yet, but she might after an act out. Oh, and you click here. Extra stress on one character, so you're dead, you're dead. All I have to do here is just try to kill the Arbalist somehow. So I think a way to do that is actually kind of weird, but I'm gonna try slamming the corpse. No, it fails. I could have raged the corpse. That would have been a better play here, just raging the corpse so I can kill the Arbalist. Now let's be honest, the game is over before it began. Once again, yeah, the game is over before it began. Even though they had the Mark team, and I had the stress team here, which is literally built to deal with things like this, like very soft targets. You just absolutely shred through all of them, and yeah, they're all essentially dead already. I can just drop a bellow here, and it's over. Even if they get the fortunate dodge. So GG's to my opponent. This is the Kalashnikov comp in a nutshell. This is when the Kalashnikov comp just shines. It's like round 5. And they were all like way beyond that. I still had so much horror applied on them. Even if they had anti-horror, like it would have still been wild. And yeah, the Kalashnikov does take it here, losing one character, but you know it doesn't really matter. This team sacrifices its characters. This team's strength is that all the characters are a menace, so you have to deal with all of them, but by trying to kill one down, they still have a relative amount of defense, right? You have bellow debuffs, you have disruption with the Abomination, you have self-heals with the Houndmaster, and of course you have to focus the occultist down, because if you don't, there's Siege and Embrace. So, and even focusing the Cultist down isn't too easy because he has a reasonable amount of dodge. I mean, you're gonna kill him. You're definitely gonna kill him if you want to. It's not like this team has a lot of ways to prevent the characters from dying, but to kill him, you're probably gonna need at least 4 afflictions before you're able to do it. Unless you're playing something like a Halo comp. I don't imagine Kalashnikov would have too much fun against a Halo comp. Unless you get a crit or two, then the Halo comp will fall just like any other. Unless they go Courageous. Speaking of, I'm gonna go for a Virtue team tomorrow. Maybe get a Courageous Crusader background if it does work out. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video. Hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday. And I'll see you again another time. Cheers.